Hey guys, today on People Now, a massive lawsuit filed against Loughlin and Felicity Huffman in the wake of that alleged college cheating scandal. Wait until you hear this.
Paris Jackson spotted out after her hospitalization over the weekend. We'll tell you what happened.
All we have are attacks and people, you said, you did, da-da-da-da. No one's listening.
Taraji P. Henson opening up about our polarizing politics.
Also today,
none of us have an ounce of respect for her.
Woo!
Vanderpump Rules star Scheana Shay sets the record straight. Could Jordan Woods work at SUR?
Plus, lots of music for Monday. We're talking to Jordan Davis, Tiffany Young, and we're checking out Iggy Azalea's brand new track.
It's all today on People Now.
Little Sally Walker walking down the street.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to People Now. It is a new week. Here we are.
Yeah, let's get some cheers to the new
Excited.
week.
Kicking things off with a new look for one of our fave celeb couples.
Yeah, so Olivia Wilde teamed up with Ellen DeGeneres to cut her fiance Jason Sudeikis' hair in an episode of Ellen that airs on Monday.
I don't know if this went well.
The hilarious scene had us wondering who you guys would trust to cut your hair. Would it be a significant other like this, a friend, a sibling, or definitely only your hairdresser, right? What about you, Jeremy?
Obviously, only the hairdresser. Are you kidding me?
You care a lot about your hair.
This doesn't happen by itself.
Vote in our poll or just tweet us your answer with the hashtag PeopleNow.
By the way, I used to cut hair in college, but it was literally a buzzer when people just got a buzz cut. I would do that. There's no skill involved.
I would trust a friend. I don't know.
Really?
I'm not too picky. Yeah, if it's a trim, maybe not a
like
full cut.
Just the edge.
Yeah, that I would trust.
We're going to break all this down. It's riveting stuff. We're going to check in on those results and take a closer look at Olivia and Jason on Ellen in just a bit. But for now, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. Felicity Huffman and Loughlin have been slapped with a big lawsuit. Get ready for this. Jennifer K. Toy, a California mother who claims the alleged college cheating scam prevented her son from getting into an elite college, is suing the celeb moms and others involved for $500 billion. That is not a typo. Billion with a B. Toy is a former school teacher. She filed the lawsuit in San Francisco on Wednesday, March 13th, accusing Huffman and Loughlin of inflicting emotional distress, civil conspiracy, and fraud, according to the suit that's been obtained by Deadline. Toy alleges her son Joshua has a great work ethic and has made multiple sacrifices over the years to earn his way into a good college. She claims he had a GPA of 4.2 and even applied to some of the colleges involved in the scandal, but did not get accepted. Now, although Toy did not specify which colleges exactly rejected her son, some of the colleges included in the scandal are Yale, Georgetown, Stanford, and the University of Southern California. Toy tells Deadline, quote, "I'm outraged and hurt because I feel that my son, my only child, was denied access to a college, not because he failed to work and study hard enough, but because wealthy individuals felt it was okay to lie, cheat, steal, and bribe their children's way into a good college." Huffman, Loughlin, and Loughlin's husband were among 50 people named last Tuesday in an alleged conspiracy to defraud and undermine competitive student admissions at elite colleges and universities, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Massachusetts. Huge case here, obviously. Huffman accused of paying $15,000 to fraudulently boost her daughter's SAT scores. She's also been charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and was released on a $250,000 bond after her arrest. Huffman's husband, William H. Macy, has not been indicted at this time. Loughlin and her husband allegedly paid $500,000 in bribes to designate their daughters as recruits on the USC crew team, even though neither of them row, which is the best part of that allegation. Unbelievable. Loughlin's husband appeared in federal court on Tuesday and was released after he posted a $1 million bond. Loughlin was taken into custody Wednesday, where a judge set her bond at $1 million as well. Guys, we will keep you updated as more news comes in on that case. All right, Paris Jackson was spotted out and in good spirits following her hospitalization on Saturday. The 20-year-old smiled while strolling around Studio City, California, grabbing some KFC with her boyfriend, as you do. This came just hours after TMZ reported that the daughter of the late Michael Jackson was actually placed on a 5150 hold following a hospitalization for a suicide attempt. Now, for people not familiar, a 5150 hold is a code used by medical professionals, meaning they can exercise the authority to hold someone who is a danger to other people or to themselves. Jackson has since denied TMZ's allegations that she attempted suicide and wrote on Twitter, quote, "Bleep you bleeping liars." Meanwhile, a source told People Paris had an accident this morning that required medical treatment. She's currently resting at home and doing fine. Jackson's hospitalization comes just weeks after the release of that disturbing documentary, Leaving Neverland, which accuses her late father, Michael Jackson, of various accounts of sexual abuse. A source recently told People that Paris has not seen the documentary, but has taken a pretty relaxed stance on the situation since allegations have resurfaced. We're glad to see that she's at home resting, feeling better. We wish her all the best moving forward. Now take a look at this.
We don't have opposite sides of the table sit down and try to figure it out. All we have are attacks and people, you said, you did, da 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 da. No one's listening. And love, when you really talk about love, it is the search for understanding.
Taraji P. Henson there telling me what she thinks is helping fuel 2019's polarizing politics, especially when it comes to race. In the wake of her Empire co-star Jussie Smollett's scandal, Taraji is now promoting her new film, The Best of Enemies, where she stars as a civil rights activist named Ann Atwater alongside Sam Rockwell, who plays a Klansman. Now, Taraji and that cast of Empire continue to deal with the fallout from that Jussie Smollett case. Although Taraji has stayed pretty tight-lipped these days when it comes to him, she has said the atmosphere was still great on the set of Empire. Now, Smollett's character is still appearing on episodes of Empire that were shot before his alleged attack. Smollett has pled not guilty to 16 felony counts for allegedly staging a homophobic and racist hate crime against himself. We'll see who's killed off at the end of this season of Empire. Pretty strong feeling it will probably be Jussie's character. We have a little hunch on that. Of course, we'll be tracking along. And guys, we'll have much more from Taraji P. Henson and her co-star Sam Rockwell about The Best of Enemies next week, along with a little rapid fire game where we find out just how close Taraji and Sam really are. Great movie. We really loved it. We'll break all that down then. But for now, Andrea, you have more in Star Treks today.
I do. We are kicking off Star Treks today with a new hairdo alert. Watch this.
Does Olivia like this?
My hair?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Olivia, come here. Olivia's here because we think it's long. We think it's it's getting kind of...
Just a little long.
Right, it's like as long as your wife's hair.
It's the same as my hair.
It's almost the same.
There's only room for one of these in our house.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Jason Sudeikis is about to get a fresh new look. In an episode of The Ellen Show airing Monday, Jason's fiancée, Olivia Wilde, teamed up with Ellen to stage an intervention to cut his long hair in front of Ellen's live studio audience. Can you imagine not knowing this is coming? But do not worry, Ellen does have some experience. She reminded everyone that she cut New England Patriots wide receiver Julian Edelman's beard on the show after the Super Bowl in February.
Not the same.
Well, she said she didn't think there was much of a difference between trimming a beard and trimming some hair. I don't know.
There's a difference.
Well, Jason strongly disagreed with that as well. Here you can see them chopping it all off. At one point, Ellen sweeps some of Jason's hair in front of his face, starts chopping right in front of his eyes. I mean, he looks very nervous here. Looks a little uneven. I mean, Jason said the entire experience felt like he was on Fear Factor. He later compared himself to a bonsai tree. Now, Jason previously told Ellen that Olivia actually liked the man bun hairstyle. I don't know. She seems like she's having a lot of fun here. All in all, we got to say the haircut ended up looking pretty good. Ellen says they'll auction off Jason's hair like they did with Julian's beard when he was on the show. It's all for a good cause. All right, now watch this.
Little Sally Walker walking down the street.
Look, I'm a fan of this. I really am. After teasing this release since February, Iggy Azalea is back with a sassy new song and video called Sally Walker. The video takes place at the glamorous funeral of title character Sally Walker and features several contestants from RuPaul's Drag Race. It's a really good touch there. This is the first single from Iggy's sophomore album, In My Defense, which has no release date yet, but is expected this spring. For the single, Iggy enlisted the help of longtime Cardi B collaborator Jay White Did It, who produced and co-wrote the song. Now, after the release, many fans jumped on Twitter to point out that it sounded very similar to Cardi B's Money and Kendrick Lamar's Humble, with some even wondering if Iggy had sampled the two songs. And when one Twitter user said she was waiting for a mashup of Iggy's Sally Walker and Cardi's Money because of the similar beats, even Jay White Did It chimed in saying, "Me too," which, I mean, he wrote both of them, so you would think that maybe they would have a similar sound. I think it's fine. Iggy's long-awaited sophomore album, In My Defense, is a follow-up to her 2013 debut with the new classic, which peaked at #3 on the Billboard 200 list. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Justin and Hailey Bieber step out after the Biebs opened up about how he's been struggling a lot. We have all the details about that story. Plus, Scheana Shay is breaking down tonight's brand new episode of Vanderpump Rules and setting the record straight on whether Jordan Woods really applied for a job at SUR. We're breaking that all down coming up.
So Jason Sudeikis got his haircut in front of a live studio audience on Monday by his fiancée, Olivia Wilde, and Ellen herself. So we've been asking who you would trust to cut your hair. So let's check in on the results so far.
Only my...
Yeah, wow, the other ones are very, very low.
Very much the same. Sibling, by the way. So
if it's for a segment, I think it'd be kind of fun. You can always fix your hair grows back, right?
Well, I mean, I think he knew they weren't gonna, worst case, they weren't gonna like buzz it all off.
Yeah.
And as long as there's some length, he could
I
probably
bet
fix
he
it.
had a hairdresser actually fix some of it.
Right after that, he ran back and he's like, let's do it for real. Guys, keep voting in our People poll, and we'll check in on those results a little later. Now we move on to this.
So on Monday, the Country Music Association live streamed a press conference from the Rotunda at the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville to announce the 2019 inductees.
So while People favorite Reba was slated to host that announcement, she ended up having to back out from the engagement because she's battling laryngitis. It's also caused her to cancel a few concerts while she's on vocal rest.
Well, the inductees were instead revealed by Grand Ole Opry announcer and renowned country radio host Bill Cody, a 45-year veteran behind the microphone. Cody was inducted into the Country Music Disc Jockey Hall of Fame in 2008. He's hosted a morning show in Nashville for 24 years on WSM, the home of the Grand Ole Opry. So he has some experience there.
Yeah, this year's non-performer inductee is Jerry Bradley. He's a longtime industry veteran whose father and uncle are both members of the Country Music Hall of Fame. Bradley worked for many years as an executive running RCA Records.
Ray Stevens is being inducted as the Veteran Act. He's a songwriter, comedian, producer, and he's been nominated for 12 Grammys and taken home 2. Stevens is already a member of Nashville's Songwriters Hall of Fame. He's known for working with a young Dolly Parton and has had 6 top 10 hits.
Wow, really impressive. And then the modern act being inducted into 2019 will be a band that has garnered success over the last 3 decades. The duo Brooks and Dunn. They have charted 20 #1 songs, sold over 30 million albums. They've taken home 2 Grammys. They even have a new album due out April 5th. Bradley, Stevens, Brooks, and Dunn will all be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in October. Congrats to all of those people.
All right, moving on to this. Justin Bieber has opened up recently about his struggles with mental health and depression, but he's lucky to have at least one person by his side at all times. Hailey Bieber, of course.
Yeah, his wife. And Justin and Hailey, they were seen in Laguna Beach over the weekend. At one point, the two seemed to be getting into an emotional conversation. Look, everywhere they go, people are watching and seeing how they're acting. Hailey was by his side the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, he's been really open about his struggles with depression and anxiety in the past. He's been captured a few times looking solemn and with Hailey kind of comforting him. I mean, there were rumors she was getting frustrated by Justin's emotional ups and downs, but Hailey posted on her Insta story on Sunday night. She said, "Don't believe what you read on the internet," with a sticker saying fake news.
Yeah, so look, they're newly married. It's got to be hard when, and I do know as a married person, it's hard when your partner's going through something. You want to be there for them. You wonder how much you're contributing to it. You just want to be able to do the right thing, and that's probably playing in here.
Well, it's very disheartening. If someone's struggling with depression, you automatically assume it has something to do with you.
Right, yeah, and he actually addressed some of this. He recently posted an update on his mental health on Instagram. He said in part, "Been struggling a lot, just feeling super disconnected, feeling weird. I always bounce back, so I'm not worried. Just wanted to reach out and ask for you guys to pray for me." Here's the double-edged sword for Justin Bieber. If he's really honest and open and puts it out there, then everyone talks about it. If he's not honest and open, but people see him out and about talking, people are like, "Oh, what's going on?" You know what I mean? It's sort of this double-edged sword.
But I think him putting this out there is showing that he really is struggling, right?
Yeah.
It almost seems like a call for help, or at least telling people. I mean, to source told people his transparent message about his struggles is a big step for Justin. And that same source confirmed in February that Justin is receiving treatment for depression, and adds he's feeling very positive about the future, added that his Insta post was being authentic and telling people his truth.
Yeah, I like that he's being honest about it. I think his honesty, more than anything, helps other people say, "Oh my gosh, if he's going through this, you know, it's something that I relate to," and it's just a point of connectivity, right, between him and his fans, and him just being real and seemingly kind of like getting it off his chest.
Well, it shows that no matter what level you are, whatever success you have, depression can be a real thing for anybody.
Yeah. You think about this. Justin's been super famous pretty much his whole life. I mean,
Since
he
he
was
was
just
12,
a little
international
boy.
star.
And so then you become an international star. You're super famous. Everyone's analyzing everything. He has this relationship with Hailey. They get married. And it seems like he's doing everything he can to protect it and to be honest and genuine, and that she's doing the same. So I think that's part of the challenge for them here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy that they seem like they're on the same page and she's there to support him. So, you know, we wish him the best, obviously. All right, on tonight's all-new episode of Vanderpump Rules, the girls are getting together for an enchilada night. Sounds amazing. You know, things are going to get spicy in more ways than one.
Look out. I sat down with one of the show's stars, Scheana Shay. We talked about everything, and I mean everything. First up, her busy dating life. Watch. Are you and Adam together?
It's complicated.
Okay. Have you ever been fully together?
No, I mean, we've like exclusively been hooking up, but then we're like, no, we're not dating. So then I go on a date with someone else, and then he gets mad at me for it. And then I'm like, okay, then it's just you. But then it's just.
But you got to say that it's just you, right?
You know, it's.
Yeah.
I
And
just
according
say-
to social media, it feels like at times you've been fully
Yeah, I mean,
people would put you together.
he is absolutely my number one. Maybe one day, but right now we're just in very different places.
More relationship hot seat. You made out with Robbie from The Bachelorette on the show. What happened there?
Nothing. I haven't spoken to him in like 5 months.
That was it.
That was it.
Didn't go any further.
Yeah, I think he just wanted some camera time.
What's something that we'd be surprised to know about Robbie? Oof, boy.
That he wears hats because he's insecure about his hair.
Oh my goodness. Phew. I guess we know everything we need to know about how that went based on that comment.
You know what? Don't ghost me.
Oh, really? That happened?
We were like such close friends. Ended up like going on a trip to Hawaii, then went on a date for the show, and then after the show kind of wrapped up, we were both traveling a lot, and then wanted to like have like a Robbie Scheana night, and literally had plans the next day. I have not heard from him since.
To this day.
To this day.
How do you ghost someone, especially like, it's not like you're not known.
No, he's also a 5-minute walk from my house.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Would you ever be on The Bachelor?
I would be the Bachelorette. I don't want to take the steps to get there. I just want to be the Bachelorette.
Hey, you're doing plenty of stuff over here on your own. I feel like just if they plucked you and put you in there, that's reasonable.
I'm really good at dating more than one guy at once.
I love that she was just spilling it all about Robbie.
Put it out there. You might remember all last season, Scheana dated Rob Valletta, TV mounter extraordinaire. I also checked in on the status of that relationship.
We tried to rekindle a friendship a couple months ago, and then he had heard a rumor about me that actually wasn't true, and instead of asking me the truth of the story, just believed the friend he heard it from, and we haven't spoken since.
Oof.
So.
That's tough. Are you still in touch with the ex-husband, Shay?
Yes, actually.
So this is in a good term?
Yes, that is on good terms.
Oh, what a freaking relief.
Yeah, we met up early August. I don't know if you'll see any about it on the show, but I spoke about it a lot.
Yeah.
We met up, had a really good closure conversation, and since then have kept in touch, and very surface level, but in a good place.
But cordial, yeah.
Yes, very cordial.
All right. Off the relationship hot seat. You were there during the big ladies' night fight.
You look like a idiot, is what you look like.
You're a bully.
A what?
You're a bully. You're a
what?
bully. You're a bully, Katie.
Do you think Katie's a bully?
I think she used to be, absolutely. I think now it's just past hurt that she kind of projects sometimes, and it may not come across the way she wants it to.
Okay.
But I think she means well. I think she has grown so much as a person. And I mean, I'm sorry, if someone insults your appearance, whether you did it to them first or not, it doesn't feel good.
Right.
So I understand where she was coming from.
Yeah, and like you said, she's grown. So has there ever been a time where you perceived her that way and you learned oh wait, here's who she really is?
Oh yeah, I mean, she was like the ultimate mean girl a few years ago, but then once her and I became friends, I was just like, wow, you are a completely different person, and I just never had seen that soft side of her before.
Can you tease for us how the enchilada night goes down with Katie, Kristen, and Stassi?
Oh, well, it ended up, we called it Tupperware Gate 2018.
Okay.
Literally, I don't know if you'll see this, but at the end of the night, I had I got extra Tupperware for everyone to take some home to their guys.
Okay, very thoughtful.
And there was 3 girls, 3 Tupperware containers, and Kristen takes 2 of them because she has to separate the vegetarian enchiladas from the chicken one.
So then someone's left without.
And it's huge, but Kristen, you don't get to take 2, and it was a whole fight over Tupperware.
Can you imagine? Fighting
Tupperware
over
gate.
Tupperware.
There was even more drama, if you can believe it, back in February when James Kennedy tweeted that Jordan Woods was spotted at SUR submitting a resume, presumably to work at the
Which
restaurant.
would be crazy if that happened.
Unbelievable. And of course, this was just days after her cheating scandal with Tristan Thompson came to light. Alleged cheating. Scheana set the record straight on all of that. Take a look. You retweeted a meme of you shaking your head next to the words when Jordan Woods handed her application in at SUR. Did she really turn an application in at SUR?
No, but she really did go into SUR a day or 2 after all of this
The scandal.
press broke.
I think I saw some photos,
Yeah.
a cell phone photo that
Yeah.
someone snapped.
She had an appearance around the corner and went into SUR at first, and so she's standing at the bar, and it looks like she's waiting for an interview, but she did
So
not
funny.
turn in a resume.
Can we just imagine her joining, actually somehow getting a job there and joining the cast of Vanderpump? I mean,
No.
No?
Because none of us have an ounce of respect for her.
Woo! Lordy. Completely different subject. You played a pizza girl for an episode of the Jonas Brothers
God.
Disney show in 2009.
Yes.
And so now here they are having this big moment, which
I
brings it
know.
right back to the front, right? What did you learn from them, or do you remember about that experience?
I remember Nick was like 16 at the time, and there was one scene where I had to like grab his hand and pull him from like one set to the next, and he was like so nervous. It was just like, I'm like, here I am, 23, you're 16, so I'm being
Oh, he was
very
nervous
careful.
just to be with like this old, like
Yes.
this, oh my gosh, this hot older girl.
Yeah, just for me to like have to hold his hand.
That's a clip from the hit song called Singles You Up. It's off Jordan Davis's album Home State, and Jordan's here today. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Great to talk to you. We've been learning all about you, your love story and everything. By the way, the necklace, very cool.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about that. What you
That
just
is that's the coordinates of where I met my wife at.
which is super romantic.
Yeah, and where was it? You met at,
Homa, Louisiana, in a Holiday Inn.
because you both were there for weddings.
Double wedding weekend. You interact there, and then anyway, so
I love that,
It's
though.
a
That's
great
really
story.
cool.
Let's talk about this. The message in the song kind of sounds like you're trying to hook up with someone who isn't single at the moment.
Right.
When you get singled up, give me a call.
Yeah.
Real life thing or just a song? How does this play?
No, so I wrote that with Justin Ebach and Stephen Dale Jones, and Justin had just gotten engaged. So kind of as we're sitting there talking about what we're going to be writing about, the term, you were smart not to single her up, got thrown out. And I think we all kind of looked at each other, we're like,
oh, there it is.
Dude, that's a cool,
yeah.
You should write that.
Yeah,
And,
well,
I'm glad we did.
yeah, you were already married when you wrote it, but
I
is
was
that?
engaged,
Oh, you were
yeah.
engaged.
Yeah.
Is this a strategy you would have taken with your wife
Absolutely.
before?
Well,
Yeah.
whenever we first brought it up, I was like, man, that's kind of cool. I was like, dude, I can't tell you how many times I'd seen a girl that had a boyfriend, and I would be like, dude, I would be such a better boyfriend than the one she has. So yeah, we pulled from a lot of
real life
experience on that one. Yeah.
Hey, congratulations! Nominated New Male Artist of the Year for the ACMs. That award show just around the corner. We've been talking about that just before we were on here. How are you feeling going into this? Nominated as a nominated artist here.
Man, this is last year was my first one to actually be at live, so and it was a lot of fun. So this would be my first one as a nominee. And I'm excited, man. ACMs is always fun, so I'm excited to be a nominee this time. Luke Combs is in there, so I think I know who's going to win it. But
hey, don't say yourself.
Yeah, no,
By the way,
absolutely.
you were looking great on the carpet there. The plum suit.
That was my favorite suit I've ever That was my favorite suit I've ever had.
That's a really good look.
Nice.
That's sharp.
Any
man.
plans? Do you know what you're wearing this time?
I do. It's
Yeah.
not as dark as that one. It's a little more neutral,
Okay.
if you will.
Little neutral tones.
You said you were going to be in Vegas for 4 days. What's the strategy for not kind of going too crazy?
Well, we were kind of saying first night you really need to take it easy.
Yeah.
So that may be, I may go first night, nothing.
Famous last words, though.
Yeah, right. 4 days
I
is
know.
exactly
I know.
2 days too long in
That's
Vegas.
it.
Yeah,
That's it.
you won Best New Country Artist at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. Congratulations. What does that mean to you? What was your reaction?
I mean, I moved to town to have my song played on radio, and for iHeart to come and honor me with that was awesome. And country music, country radio has been behind me from the first single. And it's just, it was really special to be there and get that. That was an awesome night.
Other big things, touring with Old Dominion.
Yeah.
That's got to be incredible. What have you picked up from them along the way?
Man, their live show is unreal. And such a huge fan of them as songwriters. So it's really cool to see them put so much time and effort into their live show and performance. At the same time, before shows, they're still writing songs, still trying to be creative.
Okay.
So as a young artist that looks up to have the success that they've had and be able to put shows on and tours like they've done, it's cool to see them work that hard.
We mentioned your style before. Old Dominion, they're known for some statement-making suits and everything.
Yeah.
Have they given you any style
Look at these guys.
inspo?
Look at this.
Yeah.
Dude, look at Matt right
Have
there.
they given
Matt
you
and
any
Trevor
style
both, dude.
tips?
I haven't. I need to, looking at that picture though, I
Is
need
it
to.
velvet? Is it felt? I can't even tell.
I wonder if he still has that. I might just
Can you
rock
just
that
swap
this
with
time.
you?
Borrow it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
By the way, also you're joining Rascal Flatts on the Summer Playlist Tour.
Yeah.
Have you gotten the chance to talk to them? Are you guys planning it? Is there any collaboration that goes on beforehand?
I've met them at their golf tournament. I got to play them one year.
Oh, nice.
So, man, I'm such big fans of those guys. But I've heard they're incredible dudes. I heard they love to hunt, love to fish. Love to play golf. Which
Well,
I'm
yeah,
really
who's a
looking
better
forward to.
golfer? You pretty
Oh,
good golfer?
no, they're legit.
Okay.
They're the real deal. I am not. I'm
You're the
not there
caddy.
yet. Yeah. I'll caddy and try to get some tips.
Okay, yeah.
Your current single, "Take It From Me," just hit #1. Congratulations. You actually wrote it with your brother.
Yeah.
Right? So how did that work? I mean, how did you strike up the music bond
So
with
we
him?
had always. Oh, it's a great photo right there. Yeah, that's something that we had. It was a goal of ours to have a song recorded that we'd wrote together, and make it #1. So that was. I didn't know it happened this quick, and I definitely didn't think it'd be a song that I recorded, but it was really special. Like he's one of my favorite songwriters, and for us to be able to do that together, it's just a cool family thing.
Do you ever butt heads with him, or it's
for sure.
What's the #1 thing that you guys will fight about?
I think so. I like to put a lot of words in my songs, and Jacob will fight me on. He'll be like, "Dude, I think you've got too many words in that sentence."
He's like,
I'm
simple.
"No, man,
More
no."
simple.
Yeah, he's like, "Man, just let's dumb that down a little bit."
Okay.
And
You're the
I'm always
intellectual, the thoughtful one.
trying to put all these
Yeah, I gotcha.
And he's
Okay.
kind of like, "Dude, I think you're saying too much there. We need to notch that back." So in a writing room, we'll kind of butt heads like that.
But then that
Yeah.
makes for better. I think it makes for better.
I think it makes it a little more
music, right?
unique.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep this interview rolling with a little game of fish and dish.
Get ready. Come on in, guys.
We
We've
know
got the big
that
props
you love
here.
to fish,
Oh, this
right?
is like actual.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Well,
we have some fun.
Here, you get the grab one of those
All you
guys.
have to do is
at
get
this.
one of these fish, and each color is going to represent a different kind of question.
So if you reel in a purple fish, you have to answer a career question. Red fish means love life. Yellow fish, miscellaneous. Orange fish, party questions. And green means you get to ask us a question, which
I
will
don't
be really
even know if I'll be
fascinating
able
for
to
you.
catch one.
All right,
Oh,
here we go.
yellow.
Yellow, you want to go first?
Yes. Okay. What's up with your slight bro crush on John Mayer?
I mean, who doesn't have kind of a bro crush on John Mayer? Like, really?
What's your favorite thing about him?
Incredible songwriter.
I knew you were going to say that.
Incredible songwriter.
All right.
So
It's not where you are, but who you're with that really matters.
Yeah.
That's the John Mayer line that I always love. Here we go. Next one. The color
Nice.
is purple. Here we go. So purple is career. Which country idol were you most excited to meet once you launched your own music career?
Garth Brooks.
And you met him?
I did.
What was the interaction?
Man, probably just me telling him how big of a fan I am for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes. But the cool thing about Garth is like, you seriously meet him and 5 seconds in, you think he's your best friend.
Yeah.
Like he just
Yeah.
kind of has that, just a very, just a really, really good dude.
I think I heard what you said over the fish machine.
I know. I hope I said it.
Orange.
All right, orange.
That was a good catch right there. I don't know if
What's
y'all
your,
stuck it.
what's your drink of choice on a night out?
Jack and Coke.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
Okay, that's
my
simple.
favorite.
There you go. Little lime in there or no?
No, just
No lime. Oh, we're going yellow. Oh, okay, so yellow is miscellaneous. What's up with, we already did that. What's your beard grooming routine? Because you have an amazing beard. Do you do the
Thank you.
oils and stuff?
Oh yeah. Beard shampoo. I have a beard comb, special beard comb I use, and then I use like a beard wax.
And how do you trim it? Do you have like a form that you put it on to
I
make it
just try to-
symmetrical, or you just eyeball it?
I should make that.
Yeah, right? Like
yeah,
flip it on and then
it'd be a good
shave.
idea.
Well, our question of the day is if you would let anyone else trim your beard, would you let
I do.
someone else?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do. Who do you
Yeah.
let?
Her name's Alex back in Nashville. She does a great job.
Oh,
She keeps me.
She's a hairdresser. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, not just like
a
any old
friend.
person.
Oh no.
Not your wife.
No, not any person named Alex.
Okay, a couple more here. Let's see what we got. We going red?
Going
What
with
is
the red
red?
one?
Red is love life. Oh, goodness. If you wanted to romance your wife with a night out or in, what would your game plan be?
Golly. She loves roses, so you gotta start with roses. She's a big foodie, so we would go to like a dinner.
Do you cook?
I do.
Yeah? What do you,
I'm
do
not
you ever
that
cook
great,
for her? Okay.
but
It's probably like, if you're not
What's
that
your
great.
like go-to?
I'm a grill guy. So like anything you can just like grill, that's me.
And even though you're not good at it, she probably thinks it's adorable that you're trying.
Yeah. But she's a huge Italian food fan. So like we were here last night. So I took her to an Italian restaurant last night.
You're in luck. We have time for one more.
One more.
What's that? I said you're in luck. We have time for one more. Oh, the green.
Oh,
What is
for
your
green? No, green is.
Tricky. Green does not want to be.
Yeah, they barely
Whoa.
open.
Oh! Do we have time
What's
for one more?
harder, real fishing or this?
I think this.
What's more enjoyable?
All right, yellow. Oh, we already did. We're gonna have to
just
do a
do another
different one.
All right, just-
Let's do. Your wife's an attorney. How do you keep the love alive while on the road?
Luckily, she gets to work from home. So that was kind of loud, wasn't
It
it?
turns out. I don't know what you said for the past 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It looked like some great stuff.
She actually works from home, so she gets to travel a lot. So like she gets to come meet us. She gets to come to a lot of shows. because I'm not great on the phone. Like I don't check in enough.
FaceTime?
That's a real
I
thing,
do,
though.
I do
Some guys are
FaceTime.
bad at that.
I know. We do, like she makes me like FaceTime. But luckily she is able to come and travel a lot with us. So
Yeah, for
if
me,
we're
I'm
in like a
likely
cool city.
to throw a text every now and then, like, "Hey, love you. I'm doing this. I'll talk to you later."
We have a one text a day rule.
Okay.
I have to just let her know that I'm alive. I'm actually still that.
So you think just one text and you're good.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan, thank you so much for
Thank
stopping
y'all.
by.
Really great to talk
Congrats
to you,
on
man.
everything.
Absolutely, thank you.
And everyone be sure to listen to Jordan's album, Home State.
Well, guys, Southern Charm star Shep Rose, not exactly that charming this past weekend, apparently. There are reports that Shep was escorted out of the VIP tent area on Friday at the Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass. It's in Florida. This event's going on.
Yeah, so people witnessed Shep drinking, becoming belligerent, annoying guests. He was being loud at one point, got up, started dancing, blocking people's view. Apparently, they weren't very excited about all this.
He actually posted a selfie on Instagram prior to the event. Seemed very excited, ready to go. Got the shades, got the hat, got the boys. Let's go have a good time.
Now, according to TMZ, a woman working at the event asked Shep to leave, but he refused. A deputy stepped in and later escorted Shep out of the VIP tent, but not the whole event.
Yeah, he wasn't arrested, according to reports. And, you know, anyone who watches the show, Southern Charm, they know that Shep, he's not afraid to drink. I mean, he can have a good time.
Look, he likes to party. I could see at a golf event, people aren't going to want to have him dancing around too much.
Yeah.
It's obviously an unfortunate thing to happen.
It's also the kind of event where undoubtedly you've got people that get a little rowdy. And so who knows exactly what happened with him. People hasn't received any official statement at this time. Shep has been on People Now, though. He's lovely. He's a great time. Great interview.
I mean, yeah, I have a great time with him. Maybe not the place to let loose that much.
Yeah,
though.
a rep for Shep Rose and Bravo did not immediately return People's request for comment, but we'll keep you posted on people.com. There we go. That was just a little taste from Tiffany Young's music video Lips on Lips from her debut solo EP. Tiffany joining us today from Los Angeles. Thanks for being here. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning.
Hello. So let's start with this. Congratulations. You just won Best Solo Breakout at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. So how'd you celebrate the win?
Thank you so much. I had a show. I flew right back to San Francisco to get back on tour, and I celebrated with my fans. And yeah, it's all kind of seeping in right now, and it's still such a moment for me.
So yeah, just like right back to work, just still grinding, doing your thing. Looking back though, about that night, what was your favorite moment from the whole experience?
I think being nominated itself was, I mean, I felt like a winner being nominated, but being the first Asian American female to get the iHeartRadio Award is something I'm never gonna forget. And I think that was my favorite part, that I hope that it inspires and empowers more women to break out and tell their solo stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very inspirational. We also want to talk about your outfit. You have incredible style. So what's the most important thing to you when you're planning a red carpet look?
I think I want to be on theme. I had a song called Born Again off my first single off this EP, and I think right now it is the rebirth of me coming back home, and I got to wear Jean-Paul Gaultier, and I was blessed for sure.
Hey, that's a great look, kind of like the cape thing going. It looks really great. You nailed it.
It was my superhero suit.
Absolutely was. Let's get to your music. Your debut EP just dropped. First one as a solo artist. You're still a member of the very popular group Girls' Generation. What aspect of releasing a solo project were you most excited about? It's a different feel, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, especially coming back home, the most important thing for me was throughout Girls' Generation, it has been a wonderful journey of empowering a generation full of girls. And for me, I wanted to extend what I have created with my family into empowering more young women. And I think for me, it was about digging into more personal, deeper issues that I didn't have the chance to talk about earlier on in my career, but I'm coming out in full emotion now.
Well, and yeah, to that point, when you sort of become more vulnerable in that way, you put more out there. Of all those things, what was the hardest part about going solo and revealing more of who you are?
I think the songwriting process and just digging deep into your soul and going to the places that are uncomfortable. But I think that is exactly it, that finding strength in your vulnerabilities is also the strongest and most beautiful stories to share. And hopefully my vulnerability will open others to share.
Is there
their
a
stories as
specific
well.
topic that something that you've been through that you kind of wrote to that you really wanted to get out there?
I think on my EP, I have a song called Not Barbie. And from my K-pop background, I think I've had so many times, and especially with social media today, it's about, you know, standards and expectations and being and looking a certain way. And I wanted to kind of come out and talk about mental, physical, emotional issues that I didn't get to talk about. And severe scoliosis is something I wanted to open up and let everybody know that it has been a personal issue, but those vulnerabilities have become the strength into how I have been practicing and living my whole life, and that being positively true to your mind, body, and soul is the most beautiful thing. And also, beauty is intelligence and experiences. And yeah, I wanted to be able to open up and let everybody feel beautiful just the way they are.
I think that's amazing, especially for the young girls that look up to you. I think it's such a powerful message. So I think it's really incredible. You've been staying extremely busy, touring with your new EP. So what's the best and what's the worst part of touring on your own versus with the entire Girls' Generation group?
The best and worst. The best right now, it's my first tour here in North America, and I have been on my first bus tour. I am going to cities that I've never been to before, and seeing my fans every single night is incredible. But the worst thing is I think I'm so used to having so many of my bandmates around, and it's a little bit quiet.
Yeah, I can imagine going from so many people around.
Yeah. What have how have the other bandmates of yours from Girls' Generation responded to your going solo, and have any of them showed up to one of the shows?
Yeah, my bandmates. One of my bandmates just showed up to LA to celebrate and support. They've been so supportive and telling me that it's the best body of work they've heard, and that's so flattering because they've been with me for so long and they know me inside out. And sometimes, you know, your closest friends or your families can be your toughest critic, and it's inspiring me to write more.
Do you have a favorite city that you've been in on the tour?
Oh, every city has been so much fun, but definitely the last night I ended here in LA, and that moment where I came out, where I was like, lips on lips, LA, I'm home. That was definitely a moment I'm going to remember for a while, especially playing at the Troubadour.
Yeah, great venue. I love the idea, back to like you touring around on a bus. What do you do to pass the time on a bus?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got like, okay, we're going to be on the bus for 8 hours. What in the world are you doing? I'm sure you're sleeping. What else?
I've been getting a lot of sleep.
Like lots and lots of sleep.
I have been lots and lots of sleep. We've been getting off on stops and taking lots of photos. We stopped by Canton, Ohio. That was very cool. And then going to Minneapolis. It was a lot of climate changes because we went from Toronto to like Minneapolis to Seattle to Vancouver. But it's so nice to be back home.
Let's talk about this. K-pop having this major moment in the U.S. and across the world, really. How does it feel to see that and know that you're part of a group that really kind of started it all and had a pioneering role in all this?
Thank you so much. K-pop is having a moment, and I'm so happy that it will forever be a part of me, and I am excited for all the artists that are bringing so much amazing different music and styles and performances, and I hope this will create more opportunities for more bands and for everybody around the world, not just K-pop.
right?
I'm going back to Lips on Lips. It's a very sultry song. So finding fame at such a young age must make dating hard. You weren't even allowed to date until you were 20. So we want to know, when you turned 20, did you find yourself wanting to date a lot, or is it kind of weird getting into it?
I definitely wanted to go straight into dating. Our schedule was very demanding, but I was ambitious.
So you went on a lot of dates right away?
I tried, but most of the time it was a fail because I realized during that time of not being allowed to date, let you really prioritize things. And for me at the time, getting my work done was the most important thing.
Yeah. Have any of your friends tried to set you up?
No, we were all busy trying to take over the world.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be really difficult.
Other things to do.
Yeah, that's true. Or you meet someone and then you're traveling, so you're like, all right, see you never.
It's over immediately.
Yeah, we were traveling most of the time.
All right, let's talk about this. We want to help maybe any potential suitors out there in the future. We want to help them have a little success.
Okay.
We're going to have you swipe right or left on some pickup lines. Let's see what impresses you. You want to start, Andrea?
All right, this is the first pickup line.
Okay.
There is something wrong with my cell phone. It doesn't have your number in it.
Oh.
Is that a swipe right or left?
Left is no, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
No.
I feel like that might be a common answer here. Next one. Here's the pickup line. If you were a library book, I would check you out. Swiping right or left?
No.
So far, it's really sad, whatever
Let's
these
try
guys
this
are.
one. Are you a cat? Because I'm feline, a connection between us.
I will swipe right. That could be cute.
Yeah.
Really? To me, that was the worst one, guys. How am I so far off on this? Because I would.
Yeah, but I don't think
At
any
least
of these
there's
are actually.
a little bit of a sweet playfulness about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right,
The
fine.
other one was a little.
Just.
Okay,
so
what's the next one?
Desperately. Next one. Here we go. Your lips look so lonely. Would they like to meet mine? By the way, points for the lips thing and connecting it to your song. Maybe there's something there.
All right, last one. If you were a triangle, you'd be a cute one. Wow, you really liked that, Jeremy.
Oh, God.
I don't even know how to react to that one. I mean, brownie points for trying.
Yeah. Has this ever happened to you? I mean, is this a common thing, the pickup line, and has it ever worked?
I have never heard these pickup lines, and I don't think they would work on me.
Yeah, hopefully you never
I
will.
think the lesson is, I mean, just be yourself. Don't come up with a corny one, unless it's the feline one, because she actually really likes that one. Tiffany, thank you so much.
Brownie points.
Guys,
Thank you
make
so
sure
much
to
for
check out her
having me.
debut solo EP, Lips on Lips. It is out now.
All right, guys, we're taking one last look at our question of the day. After seeing Ellen DeGeneres and Olivia Wilde give Jason Sudeikis a haircut, we've been asking who you would trust to take a pair of scissors to your precious locks.
Looks like just the hairdresser. That
By
makes a lot of sense.
far, your significant other, a
But
friend,
I
sibling.
think, you know, if you're doing it on camera for a segment, I think a lot more people would be willing to take
I'm going
the
to take
risk.
you up on this. I am willing to
If
give
this
you a
was
little
on
trim.
the Ellen show, absolutely.
No, I'm going to give you a
On
trim
People
here on
Now?
People Now. I'm just
Really?
going to give you a little trim.
Okay.
We're going to do it
Let's
this
do it.
week.
Yeah, I have some split ends, sure.
We're getting rid of those split ends right here.
We'll be back with another question of the day tomorrow, so tune in for that.
Maybe there's some splitties there. Coming up tomorrow, Warren Christie and Michaela McManus are here talking all about their brand new NBC comedy, The Village.
Plus, Danny DeVito is here to get us pumped for the premiere of Dumbo. He's got the scoop on everything we need to know about the Disney remake. Thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Queer Eye's Karamo Brown.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey friends, I'm Karamo, and this is one last thing. Now, the last movie I saw was Green Book, which was so good, it made me cry so much. The last song that got stuck in my head was We Are the Champions. My friend. The last time I treated myself was the moment I bought my house, because that was the biggest treat I've ever given to myself. The last time I lost my cool is when my youngest son put a hole in the brand new house that I just bought. And I was like, little boy, go ride your skateboard outside while daddy cools off.